Hey, what up guys? John from Mongo Fishing. Today I'm out here on Thomas Lake again. It is late morning. It is 11:58 in the morning, or sorry, 10:58 in the morning, almost 11 o'clock. I'm going to do a mystery tackle box unboxing and then get after it and try to do mystery tackle box slam in the middle of the day. Get into this. So I cut this open at the house, so it's not necessarily a true unboxing, but I cut it open at the house to make sure there was nothing I was going to need extra besides what I have in here, and so that's what I got. So let's do this. Sticker wise, Ketchco little Elvis bass sticker, kind of cool looking. Bait card is different. There's a lot less baits this time, but they're pretty exciting. So first off is the Duel Hardcore Shad. It's a JDM, so Japanese domestic market, 75 millimeter jerkbait. It's got a really wide bill. It's very narrow back here though, so really interested to see how this works. Super sticky sharp hooks. It's got a nice weight transfer system. You can see right here, magnet. It drops the balls when you cast. They lock back in place with the magnet right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm really excited about throwing that. That's going to be pretty sweet. I love throwing small jerk baits this time of year, only because the shad spawn has happened. The small baits are growing. Granted, they're still way smaller than 75 millimeters, but the majority of the bait out there is small right now. So small jerk bait, to me, small bait is good this time of year. And that comes in at $11.99. Next is Liquid Mayhem fish attractant. It's fish attractant, pretty self-explanatory. Put it on your bait, makes your bait have flavor. That comes in at $9.99. After that is the Dobyns-D blade beast spinnerbait. So Dobyns Rod Company, spinnerbait made by them. Got a pretty nice little shad pattern. One gold willow leaf, one silver willow leaf. Dobyns on the blades, kind of cool looking. I think that'll be fun. It's got a really nice hook keeper on it too. I noticed that a minute ago. Or bait keeper. So pretty sweet. That comes in at $7.99. Next is the Karl's Amazing Baits Shimmy Shakes. This is a Ketchco, which has changed to Karl's Amazing Baits. It's a little crankbait, craw pattern. It's got a deep diving bill on it. Dives 5 to 8 feet. Sticky hooks. They're a little small for my taste, so what we'll do is we'll fish with it the way it is. If these don't work, if they're too small, then I'll swap them out for something bigger. It doesn't have eyes. You notice that? Like the eyes of this crankbait are not installed, but there are eyes painted on the back. And I'm assuming that's because, you know, it's a crawdad pattern, right? And when crawfish are escaping, they go backwards. And so the eyes would be on the back of this. We'll see how that works. I don't know. Got a nice deep rattle to it too. So that comes in at $6.99. Next is the Bass Dynasty DynaPaddle 2X. This is a really weird worm. Here's the bag. It's a really weird worm. It has paddle tail swim bait tails on the end, both ends. Both ends. So it's got probably a pretty unique little drop when you, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe wacky rig. I don't know. I'll play around with it and figure out the best way to do that. There's 4 of them in the bag, and that's $3.50. And the last thing is Mustad Ultra Point Big Mouth Hooks. These are 6/0. 3 of them in the pack. Big ol' EWG Mustad 6/0 hooks. Obviously too large for that. So I guess I'm just gonna have to rig, I don't know, a beaver, a Cinco, something like that on this. We'll figure this out. And go from there. So let's stick some lips, guys. All right, so I don't have a stinger hook on the back, right? The trailer hook is really important with spinner baits. I'll throw them occasionally without one, but I mean, they're pretty important. Helps you hook up on those short strikes. Man, it's hot out here. All right, guys, so here's the deal. I just turned on some Pandora. So, you know, I guess if I catch fish, I may just have to remove some audio for a minute before I can, you know, like, you may just get a fish catch without any audio, because I don't want to get smacked with a copyright infringement violation again because Pandora is playing in the background. So there we go, guys. There we go. All right, guys, there's one. Nothing big, but he counts. He's a fish. So let's work on this September mystery tackle box slam. I'm going to start off with a jerk bait. The wind's blowing pretty rough today. Right now it's only about 10 miles an hour, but it's supposed to be 10 to 15 throughout the day with gusts 20 plus. So let's see what we got to do. Let's stick some lips. Photo. All right, a little 11-inch guy. Awesome, so that lure's out of the way. So I got the first fish on the jerkbait. That didn't take any time at all, like less than 10 minutes. Now I'm just wind-blown side, hoping if the fish are stacked up over here. Now the old myth back in the day was you fish the wind-blowing side because it blows the bait fish over here, and that's totally not true. A healthy bait fish can swim on his own in wind. So what's actually happening is, yes, the bait fish are over here on the wind-blowing side, but that's because the wind is blowing the plankton, right? It's blowing the bait fish's food. So the bait fish go where their food is. Same thing with the bass. The bass show up on this side too because they're here to eat bait fish. So basically, a windy day can create a food chain on one side of the lake and make the other side pretty much barren. So I'm expecting most of my bites will come on this side of the lake. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll work down this bank. If I can't get anything, then I'm going to set that worm up on a drop shot. Try drop shot. Got this rigged up, wacky rigged, with a weightless hook, or sorry, a weedless wacky hook. And I also have a setup on a drop shot. So if while I'm boating around fishing with one of the other lures, If I look down and see some fish below me, I can just drop it on the drop shot right there, ready to rock and roll. All right, let's try throwing this drop shot for a little bit. Guys. All right, drop shot worked. But that last bass spit up a crawdad claw. See that? See that? So it gives you an opportunity to see what color the crawdads are right now. Alright, so here's the deal. Here's why I dislike this thing so much. Sometimes it swims great, other times it spins, sometimes it doesn't wobble at all. I don't get what the deal is with this thing, but it is not a bait that I can cast out and reel in consistently. That didn't even hit anything. It literally just broke on a cast. So that one's done. Guys, that seals the deal on the Mystery Tackle Box Slam. Obviously, I'm not going to catch a fish on this bait. That's fish on all the others. So, yeah. Not even sure what to think about this. I'll drift up here against the bank and close out this video. Alright, so let's run through this real fast. The Bass Dynasty DynaPaddle. Ended up catching the fish using a drop shot. Tried wacky rigging it and just letting it sink, you know, natural. It's just too windy for that today, so just wasn't getting down. So instead, you know, I mean, drop shotting is highly effective, works great, and so I wacky rigged the bait to use it as designed, but that drop shot weight gets it down to where it's got to be. So cool. I don't think I'll ever buy any of these. It's a neat concept, but it's just not my thing. So that's that. The shimmy shake we've already discussed. I'm not a fan, and it just literally fell apart on a cast. So the Duel Hardcore Shad, that jerkbait is freaking awesome. I really dig this jerkbait, and it works obviously. But that's a cool color. I really like that design, how thin it is like that. I think that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna throw this some more. In fact, I may tie it on right now and just work on it a little more. And the spinnerbait, it's a cool little bait. I don't know if it'll make my permanent box, but I have nothing against it either. So, you know, I have no reason to not put it in my permanent box. I don't know. Thoughts? What do you guys think? Anyway. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button right down there. Looks like me holding a fish. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Which bait was your favorite? And which bait was your least favorite? Alright guys, again, thank you very much for watching. As always, get out of the water, be safe, and go stick some lips.